your North American champions. Not only that, but they get a shot to become the #1 team in the world for CrossFire this year, which is a huge opportunity for whoever comes out on top. But Carbon, they do have a one-map advantage as we start this one off as their champions of the upper bracket coming into this. So they do have an advantage, not yet losing to anyone in this event. But now we've got Kryptonite, aka Wisdom, going huge to start things off with a nice kill onto Andre J, who was a threat to them very greatly so yesterday on this map. So very nice opening pick there to start things off for WaarMachine, getting numbers on the board. And Brando, though, he will answer back with a nice kill to trade off onto Wisdom, and now it will be a 4-on-4 situation. But here comes the push-up bridge. Superman, though, that flash is going to hurt him pretty bad, and they're going to be forced to back up a little bit here. But Superman gets one through the smoke behind me with that AWM. Interesting choice for him, but he will manage to get a kill out of it. And now here we have a 3-on-3. Carbon they're a little less favorable here in this HP situation, but still they do have even numbers here. But Multi, Michael, and Pablo, the last three alive here, holding on to all of the map here. One in mid, one in A, and one in B. They're just spread out here, trying to get early information to where Carbon might be going. But Carbon, they're still in their spawn now. They're just going to be rotating back here where they will meet Michael on long A, who gets taken down by a nice shot there. 15 OL going to shut him down, and now Multi and Pablo left to pick up the pieces here and shut down this push, but there's still no commitment yet. And Brando just sitting here in mid. He's trying to get all of the intel he can. They don't want to let anything slip up here on the side of Carbon, but they're still doing everything they can to make sure they check their corners and play this one smartly, but they could run into some trouble. Pablo, he's working his way into the connector. He's going to catch them here. He's going to get one. He gets a 2K. Pablo turning things around, and now 15 OL. He's all alone here. He's going to grab the bomb and get out of there as quickly as possible. Pablo, though, with a brilliant 2K there. That's going to give a huge opportunity for his team to win this round. But now 15 OL, he will get the bomb down on A. It's all about the post plan here for 15. He's going to have to come up huge with 3 kills in this first round. But Pablo, he's already close by. Coming from the global risk spawn. Multi, though, he's flanking vents. He's going to run into 15 very soon. He's going to catch him, but 15, he's already going back up to A site. So Multi, he's going to be in a great position to catch him on the flank, and here it comes. The flank is real. Multi takes him down, and just like that, Pablo gives them the opportunity to get that 2v1, and they secure a much-needed first round to show Carbon that, yes, we are a threat here on Ankara. What a way to start this one off, though.
Mic is still a robot right now, man, so I'm just gonna go back to the mic.
Alright, sounds good. Well, while Camu gets that adjusted here, we'll be going into round number 2. WaarMachine, they've started off right. They've got the lead here, looking to shut down 3-Sup Carbon, the heroes of the upper bracket. But so far, WaarMachine, they've had the smart start here with a solid first round there. Pablo sealing the deal there with a very good 2K onto the connector. But now, Carbon, they're not out of this one yet. Definitely a lot of game left to be played here, and a lot to expect from this team. They've done very, very nicely so far in the event. I expect the same from him here in this final, so now it's looking like just a passive setup here from the defense. They don't want to give up anything, really. They know they've got one on the board. The pressure's on Carbon to make their move. Wisdom, though, with an AWM grab is one, looking for more. Unable to connect, though, and that's going to be an opening onto this B bomb site now as 2 players fall on the side of WaarMachine. Working their way in now, though. Carbon going to have to deal with Multi, who is here, sandwiched in the middle of A, or in the middle of B side. He's going to try and make some things happen, but he's going to be taken down nice and early. 15-0. Takes him out without a problem there, and now Michael and Pablo are going to make it happen, and if they can, but Superman, he's going for the shutdown frags. He gets one. Michael only escaping that exchange with 12 HP. He's going to have not a lot to work with here, but he does manage to snag a nice kill on the 15. Brando also being lit does give him a chance to bring this one back. If this nade can connect onto Dweez, he could have a pretty good shot here. But no, Brando will get the nice spray down there through the smoke, and Carbon will bounce back and tie this one right up. Now the score will be 1-1 as we get into it. Carbon, they've definitely been a strong team on Ankara throughout this tournament, but on the other hand, we do have WaarMachine. They've struggled in every matchup they faced on Ankara, but now would definitely be the time to bring their A game, and they're doing a great job so far with these early picks. Kryptonite going to pick up one as he falls off. taking down Famous nice and early, but things are still looking pretty good here for Carbon in this round. They've done what they needed to with this early exchange. Michael falling off because he was lit up, but now they do have to work on committing to a site here. They've got to go somewhere, but they're still just trying to work picks right now. Definitely not a bad decision. 4-on-4 though, they need to start working their way towards the side fairly soon here, but still. Multi though will pick up a kill, but Superman there to nicely grab that trade and keep Carbon in a safe position for this round. 3-on-3 though, time still ticking away here. They're still not moving forward towards the site, but it looks like A may be where they commit here later in the round. Unfortunately though, it's completely exposed, so now Carbon, they're in a great situation to take this A bomb site. Every player is on the rotate here. They're actually not directly on A site. Michael's the closest player, and he's only sitting in the counter-terrorist spawn. He's gonna have to make his move a little bit quicker. Otherwise, Carbon, they're basically getting this A bomb site for free. I'm not sure why the decision was made to give it up on the side of WaarMachine, but now Carbon, it's all about the post plant. They've got control, but it is an even number situation. But Superman, he's gonna spot two, but Pablo takes him down through the crack there. And that's going to be a great entry from Pablo onto this retake. 2-on-3 situation. Dweez and Brando trying to keep it alive, but Pablo, he cannot be stopped. That's 3 kills on the round for Pablo, and that'll be a second one on the board. WaarMachine back in the lead. And now it will be 2-1 here, the score, as we have got Carbon. They're actually struggling here a little bit in this matchup, but maybe they will be able to recover here. It's only 3 rounds in, but WaarMachine, they're off to a very, very good start here. WaarMachine just continuing their passive setups here. They don't want to give Carbon too much intel onto where they're playing. I definitely like how they are sitting in this situation, but 15, well, he's trying to get some intel here, but Kryptonite, he's going to get exchanged out there. 15 very nicely grabbing that trade, but Michael, he's there to grab another one. Dweez goes down, and they're keeping Dweez in the non-factor zone today, and it's working out pretty well for them as Michael picks up a double kill, making that 3 for him on the round, putting it 3-1 in favor of WaarMachine on a map we didn't see them being a huge threat on.
Yeah, here they come, 3-1. I mean, we wasn't expecting that at all, and it's those picks on Dweez. Dweez is not doing what he needs to do right now, and I mean, that's what's giving that right here.
Definitely interesting to see Dweez and Famous both kind of struggling on the frags right now, where we normally don't see that. But Pablo, on the other hand, I mean, what are your thoughts on Pablo so far?
Pablo's really doing some huge work. I mean, 6 frags already, and he's back. But here's Dweez.
So we say that see Dweez and Famous both stepping it up. The call-outs are real. Maybe they can hear us, I don't know, but they've definitely stepped it up. Famous will get another one as well. So Famous and Dweez both picking up 2 to answer us back and say, hey, we're still awake here. We're going to put some frags up on the board, but now it is going to be a 2-on-1 multi. Still with a chance to clinch it, but no, Famous will hold on just barely there to pick up a much-needed round for Carbon, who are actually struggling here against WaarMachine so far.
Yeah, but you can't let Carbon get that momentum, because as soon as they do, oh my gosh, their shots come on.
Definitely, and you have to think about it too. I mean, playing a car first might not be a bad decision, you know, because they have the advantage of being a little bit warmed up, whereas Carbon, they may be coming in a little bit cold. They've already had a match on the side of WaarMachine, whereas the Carbon, they haven't played yet today in the event.
Definitely some great points right there. It's very true on what you're saying. And yeah.
And now Pablo continuing to do what he does best, getting frag after frag, but Superman, he's going to shut things down with a nice 2K. And now we see the momentum of Carbon start to rise up a little bit. They were down 3-0, but that's not about to matter as it's going to be tied up here. Unless Pablo has an answer. He's already got 1 in this 1v4 situation, but 3 more kills he's going to have to grab, plus the defuse. He's going to have to make his moves precisely and quickly here. He's going to be spotted though, and Superman picks up his 3rd kill of the round, stepping it up and bringing Carbon up to his high.
Yeah, Superman doing a lot of work right here, guys. He's already at 7 frags, and he's tying up there with Pablo, actually.
Definitely some great work here from Superman, but now we're actually going to see 4 on the defense and underpass. I'm not sure if I agree with this idea, but here it comes, 4 pushing out of underpass. It's such an interesting decision, but it's going to pay off. They catch Brando with a nade out, and Dweez, he's stuck here, and Pitt, the trade should come in fairly soon, but he's actually going to be able to escape. No one came up to support that exchange. I'm very interested to see why that wasn't so, but still, Dweez, he's going to escape with 3 HP. And now here we have the execute coming towards the B bomb site, and they've actually given it up. I'm not sure where they would have 4 underpass and then just opt to give up the bomb site, but at the same time they do have 3 flanking hotels, so this could be devastating if Carbon is not prepared for this. If they're expecting the standard rotate through the global risk spawn, they're about to have another thing coming here, as we've got 4 people coming from behind basically here, and actually it's going to be 3 behind and 1 from the global risk spawn, so this could really throw Carbon off if they're not prepared for what they've got. Famous is the only one watching it. He's in a terrible position right now to watch this push. There could be an option, but Dweez, he peeks out at the right time, but he's not able to do anything here. He only grabs 1, and here comes the exchange. Famous, though, he tries to hold on, but Wisdom, he only is able to get 1, and now it's all in the hands of Michael, who's going to have to push, but Michael, he misses the shot. The whiff from Michael gives Carbon the opportunity, and 15OL picks it up, and that'll be Carbon swinging back into the lead.
Oh, Michael's definitely going to be frustrated with himself right there. I mean, he was so close, but he didn't get it, and that gave him the round.
Definitely an unfortunate situation there for Michael, just having some trouble connecting that shot, but now Carbon, I mean, they were down, but now they're definitely in this one to win it. But now here we have it. WaarMachine looking to still try and establish a good half here and come out on top with the win. They still have the opportunity to take the half if they can clinch these last 2 rounds, but Carbon, the momentum train has started, and once it gets started for Carbon, it is very difficult to shut it down. As we see Dweez, he steps up to the plate in these last 3 rounds. He's got 2 kills around, but Jaime, he plays a great spot there, grabs 1, unable to get more than that, but 3 for 3 will be the numbers on the board now, as Famous will get 1. Brando gets 1 as well, but it's going to be evened up as Michael will exchange on to Famous, but Michael, he's trying to recover his mistakes from last round, and that'll do it. Nice 2 kills coming out from Michael, and now he's going to be feeling very confident on this retake, as it's now just going to be Dweez, but we've seen how Dweez can be in a defensive position, such a good fragger at playing defensive angles, so it's definitely not out of the woods yet for WaarMachine, as Michael, though, seals the deal and says, I will recover this round and come back on the board, because he just had a phenomenal round to answer back there. And now it will be 4-4, all tied up. WaarMachine and Carbon, they're neck and neck here. WaarMachine has brought their A game to this finale, and they're really trying to hold their own here, and they're doing a great job of it.
Well, they're showing that they definitely deserve the spot they have right now, guys, and they're going huge, actually, and they took that pick.
Definitely Jaime with a great pick. Multi getting pretty lit here from Superman, who's looking for a second, and he grabs it. Superman just doing some great entry fragging here so far in Ankara, but still, they are neck and neck here in this last round. But 15-0 will get a nice frag there onto Michael, and now it's looking like Carbon may actually be able to take this half. It's a 2-on-4 situation, but now, as Dweez gets 1, it's only going to be Jaime here all alone. He's going to run into Superman here, who does have an 8-out. That's a nice frag there. He's going to be able to grab that M4, which will give him a little bit more mobility here with his shots, but they're coming up mid as well into A connector. He could have a brilliant opportunity to flank here. He's going to be behind all 3 players. Jaime, if he could get this 1v4, would be a huge step forward for WaarMachine, but the bomb's already made it to A. He's a little bit too slow on his flank. He didn't quite catch them going into A connector, so now he's going to have to go for the retake, unfortunately. Going to be a much more difficult situation, but there's 3 players already pushed up here. There's going to be 2 behind this box. If he doesn't check it, it's going to be devastating, and he does not have any preparations to check that box, and now we'll see the half go 5-4 in favor of Carbon, but honestly a much closer half than I was expecting, considering the performance so far from WaarMachine here on Ankara.
Yeah, they should
definitely anyone's game for the taking here, but still a lot that could happen for both of these teams if they bring their A game to the table. But now Carbon, they are in the lead 5-4 as we go into the second half of Ankara right now. WaarMachine, they've got to prove it here. They're already starting out the series down by 1 map, and they've got a lot to prove if they want to contest Carbon for this championship title. But right now, they're doing a pretty good job of keeping this close, but now Blacklist is really where they've got to prove themselves. They've got 4 working on mid, but Dweez, he's in a spot to make it happen. He grabs Pablo, but Michael with a nice secure on that trade. So good trading here across the board from both teams, really. Just having the kings of trades on both sides of the field. But now we have Malty, who's in a great position for this push. He's going to catch one. Can he get the second kill out of it, though? No. Brando barely going to slide away with that trade. But still, Malty able to get a good amount of damage onto him, so giving his team a nice situation in terms of HP to work with. And now they are going to be able to collapse onto Brando if they choose to at this point. They've got 3 players in between them, and they are. But Brando, he's not going to be stopped. He gets one onto Michael. And now he's looking for more. Let's see if he can make it happen, though. Finally, Wisdom shuts him down in the B Hotel, and now it's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. 15 OL on the rotate. Superman, he's too far away to help out, so this bomb's going to be pretty easily get onto the site. Oh my goodness. 15 OL, I thought he was going to get a shot there, but it was just very, very close. Superman, he's now working his way over behind as well. Jaime going to run into him here on Hotel. Let's see who wins this exchange, though. Jaime will actually come out on top. And now 15-0, he's all alone here. WaarMachine looking at the chance for a nice first round on the board this half and a chance to tie it all up here. And they are going to spot 15-0 before he's able to get a kill. This could be a huge opportunity for WaarMachine to shut him down, but they still need to make sure he gets nowhere near this bomb. But 15-0, he definitely has the pressure on his shoulders to push in here as Jaime peeks out and ties it up 5-5. And Kara proving to be a much bigger challenge for Carbon today.
Definitely is. We're seeing a new team from WaarMachine coming out here on their Ankara for sure.
Definitely a team that did study their replays to see what went wrong the first time they played Carbon, because they're not making the same mistakes they did yesterday, and now they're a much stronger team for it. 5-5 going to be the score. WaarMachine definitely in a great position to pull back here. Superman will fall as well. Jaime with another good headshot there, taking down Superman. Brando going to peek out as well. Jaime, he wants this. He grabs 2 brilliant entry frags, and that's an open A side for the offense. But Dweez, he already knows exactly where they're at. But Kryptonite shuts him down, and now WaarMachine are on fire here on their blacklist side. Not going to let Carbon have anything to do with this A side. But 15-0, he's trying to get these tower picks. He will get one, but it may not matter at this point. But Famous, he's coming up big too. The 2-on-5, it's starting to look closer and closer. But Malty, he's in a fantastic spot to prevent this from getting out of their control. All of the players are collapsed perfectly right now. But Famous, he's not stopping. He's going for a huge. Famous gets the 2K. Famous, he gets the 3K. Oh my goodness, the 2v5 coming out huge. Famous grabs 4 kills in the round and wins the 2v5 for his team. That's a huge round now for Carbon to put on the board.
It wouldn't have been looking good at all for Carbon if they lost that round. Famous, though, really bringing it back. What a great 3K from him. Here he is, guys. There's Famous.
Oh my goodness, Famous, he's finally stepped up and gone huge here on Ankara, giving his team the momentum to win an incredible round. And just like that, Carbon will maintain the lead here, 6-5. Still anyone's map for the taking, but losing that 2v5 is definitely going to be a hard hit on the morale of WaarMachine. But now here we have it. They're not out of this one yet. Carbon, they still have to amp it up and continue to put the pressure here on WaarMachine. And right now we're seeing a lot of pressure from WaarMachine. They're actually trying to force their way up mid here with some nice nade placements, but they still are going to have to be very careful because the mid is covered pretty well here from Carbon. But now we've got Brando trying to get some intel towards A, where it looks like the bomb will be heading. Pablo, though, after a great first half, he's been sort of a non-factor so far on the blacklist side of things. And Brando and Superman, they've stepped up. The Carbon train is rolling now thanks to that clutch from Famous. I think they're going to be feeling a lot of momentum, and Carbon with momentum is just super deadly here, as now Malty all alone, 1 versus 5, is going to have to try and clean this one up. He is able to grab 1, but that will be it. And now Kalmu, it's what we feared WaarMachine would have to deal with, and that is the momentum hype of Carbon.
I tell you, once you start it, you really can't stop it. And the thing is, it's going to go into the next map with that momentum too. These guys are great on momentum, so that's not good at all for WaarMachine.
Definitely not a good situation for them to be in, and WaarMachine, they're already coming into this series being down a map, so they're going to have to bring their A-game every single map. Otherwise, if they win this, Carbon could potentially take this with only winning 2 maps. Michael, though, he does start off with a nice entry, but they know 15 OL's up in the tower. Michael, he knows something up, but he can't get it. Oh my goodness, Famous, though, he's holding things off on B as he grabs 2 before he falls, but 15 OL, he holds it down from tower, and WaarMachine, they're struggling to get these frags on the board, but a nice nade from Pablo will put down 15 OL, but he's still going to win this 1v3. He's got 2 more players to work his way through, but this is an important round. If Pablo can grab onto it for WaarMachine, this would be huge. It would make it just a 1-round difference instead of Carbon being 2 away from taking this first map off them. And Superman will seal the deal on that round. And now it's starting to look closer and closer to yesterday's game, as now it's going to be 8-5.
Definitely going down there for WaarMachine right now. They need the momentum themselves.
WaarMachine, they're definitely in a situation where they need something to give them a little bit of momentum and hype, so winning this round would be huge for them, but 15 OL, he's just going to start that off with a nice pick, as Jaime will answer, but the frags are coming back just as hard from Carbon. Carbon, they feel the hype right now, but Multi, he's going to get a nice headshot there and put one on the board for his team. It's looking pretty good, though. 2-2, though, in terms of numbers for the round. Still anyone's round for the taking, but 15 OL, he's been pretty on fire this round with that AWM, and now he's going to be watching mid. Multi may run into the scope here, and he's going to get hit by a 15 OL, hits another great shot this round, and now it's going to be a 1-on-2 once again for Pablo, who hasn't been able to do too much this half, but now would definitely be the time to make that happen. Here it comes Pablo. He may have an opportunity if he looks behind him. He could catch them both. He's only going to see one, but Superman is going to be ready for it. Both players now going to come back and fight this, but Pablo, he's going to have the opportunity, but he can't connect the shots. Pablo, he gets one, but Superman shuts him down. And just like that, we're already looking at match point on map number 1 for Carbon.
Very, not a very close game right now, and it was looking really close at the start, but they've lost it all.
They have, indeed, and now Carbon, they're getting closer and closer to being the national champions, especially if they put this map on the board. They're going to have a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 series. They only need 3 to win it, so they could take it away on Black Widow, but we have seen WaarMachine on Black Widow. It is very strong for them, but they really did not want to give up this first map. It just gives Carbon so much momentum to work with. And now here we have it. Things are still very close in this round. Not a whole lot of commitment yet, but here it comes. Superman gets the double kill. Superman, he cannot be stopped. Make that a 3K on the board. Superman cannot be taken. He gets the 4th kill, and Carbon seals the deal. Map number 1, 10-5, with a nice 4K there from Superman to finish things off.